So Chris, Whitby Town getting a victory of the league leaders. It's pretty impressive work this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think many people, apart from the people within Whitby, would have fancied that result today. So like you said, to beat the league leaders, in our backyard is, like you say, really pleasing.
Was it part of the early game plan to go and get that early goal? Of course, Paul Blackett finishing within 5 minutes.
It's part of every game plan to get the early goal. Whether it comes off or not is a different kettle of fish. But no, like you say, Paul's got himself in a one-on-one situation and showed some real composure and slotted and got us off to a great start.
And it shows the sort of player he is, the fact that he's eager to win the ball back after losing it and then to hold off his man and, as you mentioned, a calm finish there.
Yeah, he's a goal scorer. The impact that he's made in the 2 games that we've seen him in has been really positive. Give the side a boost, I believe, and he's played a big part in the 2 victories that we've had.
And of course, as well in the first half, Whitby not managed to get another goal, but creating a few openings, 2 shots cleared off the line. You're also pleased with the overall attacking performance.
Yeah, like you say, we continued from Saturday, which was important. We spoke about that. We spoke about the fact that maybe South Shields wouldn't have been used to the type of conditions that we're faced with today, and we had to make use of that. I thought we were aggressive all over the park. Like you say, created goal scoring opportunities on the back of it. So like you say, really pleasing.
Then the second half, of course, South Shields, as you perhaps suspect, getting a bit of a reaction early on in the half, but Whitby managing to deal with that well, and then of course getting themselves that crucial second goal from Alex White. Must be pleased with the man of that goal was worked, of course, a well-worked set piece, and Alex as well coming back into the team, getting himself on the score sheet.
Yeah, like you say, it was a well-worked set piece. Al's smashed it in the back of the net, underside of the bar. I thought that typified Alex's performance today. He was fairly immense in the middle of the park. Sorry, the centre of the defence there. So yeah, like you say, I think going into the latter stages of the game, we knew that South Shields would have some type of pressure, momentum, and I think the second goal's just made life a little bit easier for us, to see the game out.
And you're also pleased after that as well that Whitby still trying to create chances.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, we've went at it from the word go, and we continue to do so. We spoke at half time about the potential overload in the middle of the park that we needed to deal with. Thought we dealt with that a little bit better second 45. Like I say, we've scored 2 good goals, that we're happy with. And it was enough to get us over the finish line.
And of course, the almost nightmare situation of South Shields getting themselves a goal late on, just to add to that pressure. But again, you side dealing with the pressure pretty well.
Yeah, it would have been very, very unfair for us to concede late on and not take all 3 points, because I thought the boys deserved it over the 90 minutes. But that did create a little bit of additional pressure. That 2-1 scoreline again that we talk about. And on the back of that, Shields probed and asked questions, but we stood firm and seen the job out.
And how much of a statement do you think this makes the rest of the league now that Whitby have managed to beat the league leaders in such an impressive style?
I think what it does, it gives a statement to our fans, to our players, that if we are on it, if we're competitive, we've got a skill set within the group to win games against the top sides in this league. But we've seen only too well over the last few games that on a couple of occasions we haven't been on it and we've let ourselves down. Whereas, like you say, Whitton on Saturday, Shields today, 2 performances that we can take a lot of confidence from.
And you must be pleased that your players have reacted as well as they did in order to try and get back to winning ways after a poor run of form.
Yeah, these guys they're honest guys. They want to do well for the football club. They want to do well for themselves. But sometimes it's fine margins as to doing that or not doing it. And like you say, the commitment levels that we've seen over the last couple of games have been top draw.
Now looking ahead, of course, we've got pretty much a week off before another derby match against Morpeth. You must have a bit of optimism going into that one after today's performance.
Well, we've said from day one, if we're competitive, we give ourselves a chance. As I mentioned earlier in the interview, with Paul coming in the side, he stretches teams, and he's scoring goals, he's contributing, to what we're doing offensively. So again, we can take a lot of positives from, being competitive and having this offensive, input on the game.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Welcome.